going on, people? Welcome to the player ratings. The temperature is dramatically dropping here at Stamford Bridge. I've had to switch to the 2 gloves and the hat. You're in the hat and gloves as well. It's cold, so yeah, a bit of a different player ratings today, almost like a bit of a flex and rant show, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
boy.
Let's hit up the player ratings rants, man. Not David De Gea, Sergio Romero.
He didn't have nothing to do. So what did we do? He didn't make a save. So what? I'll just say, bruv, because we won, I'll say 6 in it.
Yeah.
Normally we give him a 5 and we'll give him a 6.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka, right wing back. I thought he was
Standard
solid.
7.
Yeah.
Like that's what Wan-Bissaka gives you. He gives you a 7 or he gives you an 8 or 9, but
He
he
don't
never
go
gives you
below
7. So like just a standard 7 because he didn't really have much to do.
Even
like,
man like Ricky in the fan cams was like,
Yeah.
you know what, I owe Wan-Bissaka an apology. Earlier on in the season, he was like, yeah, I just don't see it. But nah, man, he was solid.
Massive.
And what that like on the ball today, playing them little interchanges, little passes inside, little one-touch passes, little bouncing it, triangles. He's trying to get on the ball a bit more as well, which I don't mind.
He's got that in him, man. The thing is, because he was at Palace, he was so used to defending and not used to kind of linking the play and getting forward.
Yeah.
Now he's going to have to evolve as a player, innit? You see it happens a lot of the times. The players come from smaller clubs to bigger clubs. They got to add to their arsenal. Like when Cole came from Newcastle. It's not just about banging goals. Now you got to link the play.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think Wan-Bissaka's evolving into like a top right back, bro.
For sure, yes, solid 7. Next to him was Victor Lindelof.
I don't really remember him doing anything, and he got hooked as well, so I'll give him a 6, bro. Because I don't think anyone played below a 6 really today.
Yeah, especially because we got the win.
because we got the win.
I'd agree with that. Harry Maguire, now it's an interesting one because he actually made the mistake that led to the goal. Other than that, he was assured. Couple of passes out astray where he kept trying to do that switch over to Brandon Williams. It worked a couple of times, a couple other times he put into touch. But I like the fact that he's trying to play. But there are been a couple of little, like he got, against Partizan, he got sat down on his arse when the guy had that shot.
Yeah, man doing burpees and that.
So, I don't know, I wouldn't give him a 7, I would give him a 6.
I'd give him a 6 as well. I think 6 is fair. I don't think it was a Lindelof 6, it was a high 6. Do you know what I mean? Lindelof's was like a low 6. Maguire's would have been a 7 if he didn't fuck up for the goal kind of 6. You know what I mean?
Marshall Batshuayi well. Other than that one mistake, he had him in his pocket, but that mistake did lead to the goal, and he was chasing shadows. I think he went up for a header and kind of missed it, and it just fell nicely to Batshuayi, and then he took it from there, and he scored a good goal, to be fair to him. Next to him was Rojo solid 6.
Well. Solid 6.
On the shithousery.
Yeah, bruv, that's it. Like, the thing is with Rojo, what I like about him is, he's not good, but he's mad confident. like he tries things, innit? Like he takes the extra touch because he trusts himself. I don't trust him, but he trusts himself.
And that's all that matters, as long as he trusts himself.
The one thing I like the most about Rojo is if he's in doubt, he just pings it, innit? Like,
and he has got a good left foot, like put your foot straight through.
If he's in doubt, he'll just drill it forward. And you know what, Like I'd rather that than he tries to do a Cruyff turn and gets tackled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He does keep it simple,
if in doubt,
basic.
just ping it, innit?
Yeah.
So
I thought he was quite solid today. Yeah, 6. Brandon Williams. Another 6, innit?
Another 6 for Brand, but I like his confidence again. Do you know what I mean? One thing though, like, he wasn't going at Reece James. I think he realised that Reece James is a very good right back. He's physically strong, he's quick, and he knew he wouldn't get no change out of him, so he played it safe and he kept passing back.
Is there any hint of, just playing devil's advocate, is there any hint that like Williams could get a 7 because he's so young, he's playing in difficult games, and he's holding his own? Or is that unfair? You let's judge him on the game.
Listen, he's a first team player now, innit? Like, let's make no mistake about it. Like, let's not treat these kids like with baby gloves and that. Like, you're first team player now. Like, you're in the first team squad. You're training with the first team squad. You're a first team player. I have to judge you like a first team player.
Okay, fair enough. There was a couple of, if we're really scrutinising him, not being over harsh because he's a young kid and he's doing exceptionally well. Couple of passes he gave away, but on the flip side of that, I saw when he made a sick block. Like he had to make that block. Couple good tackles as well, and he was up against Odoi as well. So and he was fairly quiet. Odoi.
Bruv, the chances, he made some good tackles. The balls that he did give away, I like the fact that he was confident enough to try and play them. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind it. I'm happy for him to make mistakes because he's young and he's positive, and that is why I would keep playing him because. Like, even if he's losing the ball in the final third, at least he's there.
Yeah, and he's always willing to make forward runs and forward passes. And I thought, and he showed a good adaptability today because then he went to the left wing and he went to the right wing. So he showed that, you know what, whatever the manager's asking me to do, away at Chelsea, tough place to come, I can do it. So
I'm definitely a fan
6, maybe even a 7. Sorry, bro.
It's a high 6. It's a high 6.
High
I'm
6.
Definitely
Borderline 7.
I'm a fan of him. Like, I think he's got a future.
Of course. Into midfield now. This is where it gets nice. Let's start with Fred.
Woo. See, for me now, I think it was a high 7 for Fred. Do you know what I mean? Like, A bordering an 8, blood. Bordering an 8 for me, bro. Like, I'll just give him an 8, honestly, because I thought he was mustard today.
I was going to say, he was good, man.
He was mustard today, man. And he done exactly what I said he'd be doing. The thing is, yeah, with a lot of football fans, and I'm guilty of it sometimes, is sometimes we just expect shit from players that they don't have in their locker, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, we need to start judging, man, on, like, their strengths in it and what they can do in it, like, because you can always pick holes in any player's game, any player. But what Fred will give you is he'll give you work rate, he'll give you tenacity, he'll win the ball, and he gives it simple. Very rarely does he get over elaborate. People say, oh yeah, it's too sideways, it's too backwards. But you know what? It's simple, bro. Like, that's what you gotta do, bro.
But it's simplicity with a bit more edge on his game, because Matic can keep it simple and go sideways and so. But what Fred does do is that he's so mobile, and he has got good feet. He's got good feet,
and he can pass both ways because he's two-footed.
And more importantly for him, like we said even last week against Norwich, he's growing in confidence. Like he's coming into his own.
The ball will come to him in the centre circle and he'll chest it down and play it.
And settle us down.
Yeah, he's not afraid. Like he won't panic and kind of hoof it. He still trusts himself to play. And there's a player in there. I've been saying it, man. And now we're starting to see, like, this is what you get, when you pay that money. Do you know what I mean? Like, if he went straight into a settled team like a City, I don't think anyone would be doubting him.
Yeah, true.
So I think that there's a player in there. It will come.
8 for Fred. Scott McTominay. I'm 9, innit? 9 has to be. I thought he was everywhere, and in a game where Rashford was still the headlines, and rightly so because he got 2 goals, McTominay's consistency is becoming a real attribute of his now. I feel like he's coming into his own. I think he's puffing his chest out. He's saying, I'm a Man United player. Some people even arguing that our man should have been his today.
He's player of the year if he keeps playing like that.
Yeah.
Comfortably, bruv. Comfortably. Like, the arrogance, I said it, like, the arrogance is coming. Like, he's starting to believe he's a Manchester United player. It's all well and good having the quality and like, his game, like, it's not over elaborate, but like, you can see that he's a smart player. He knows when to win fouls and stay down, how to win time. He knows how to use his body. Do you know what I mean? And you know what? Like, he genuinely believes he belongs there now.
And he should believe that. Ollie's giving him the vote of confidence. And what I liked most about his performance today, which a lot of people overlook, is that he played probably 75% of it on a yellow card, you know?
More than that. I think 80%.
Do you know what I mean?
I think he got booked in the first 10 minutes.
He done really well, and that didn't stop him from making tackles and interceptions. Like, we as fans were a bit like, oh,
and that
be
shows
careful.
He's smart, because a rash player dives in and gets sent off. And the fact that Ollie trusted him not to take him off, it tells you that, like, he's got faith in Scott.
And there was no chance of him getting arrested. I like the fact that Ollie is saying, I know it's Carabao Cup, whatever, but Fred McTominay, we need that.
That shout for McTominay for the armband is a legit shout.
Yeah.
It's a legit, because he's playing.
Already.
He's playing like that.
Yeah.
He is playing like that, bro. Like, you can't deny it.
Yeah.
He's playing like that. Do you know what I mean? He might not be one of the older players, but he looks like a senior player, bro. Everything about him.
Solid 9 for him. Jesse Lingard.
Jesse 6 today. You know what I mean? Didn't do anything wrong, didn't do anything right. He just kind of
He was just there,
He was just there, floating
he had a couple of good touches on the ball. Like we said about him, I think Jesse carries the ball well when he's got time and space. I don't think he can beat a man.
You can't.
But he plays with his head. He'll either pop it off to someone and move, or he'll drive when he knows he's got space to drive into.
Like, Jesse can beat a man with movement, but he can't really beat a man with the ball unless he's given a lot of space, innit? And that's because he doesn't have the natural talent. But he is an intelligent player, but he needs players around him to make him look good, innit? And you know what? Like, there's players like that. Again, you just have to judge man on the kind of player they are. Because Jesse needs man in and around him to make him play better. Do you know what I mean? And so does Rashford. You know what I mean? If them man are isolated, they don't look very good. Do you know what I mean? But when there's man around them, like, they show you certain things and you think, you know what? Like, maybe there's a player in there. So, like, again, 6 from Jesse, but it was not by no means like one of his worst performances, because we've seen him throw up some stinkers.
Yeah, he has been a lot worse. I mean, I'm not saying he was great throwing assists, but I think in the context of the team, because the team was such a well-organised unit today, I think you're right. I can't see people playing lower than a 6, in my opinion.
No way.
Up front, the 2, Daniel James.
I
won the penalty.
He won the pen, but I thought he was poor, bro. Like, other than that, like, as I said, like, this wasn't a game of loads of moments. Other than the goals, you can't remember too many things that happened in the game. And other than winning the penalty, Daniel James was quiet. You know what I mean? He put in a few decent crosses. And I even said, if we had like a proper striker, like, Daniel James' delivery is good, bro. Like, he gets his head up. He had a good
couple of deliveries.
He gets his head up.
I do feel that the fact that he was quiet wasn't necessarily his fault. I feel like because Rashford was kind of quiet apart from the goals.
We weren't building anything.
Yeah, wasn't really. Do you know what I mean? So I would actually give him a 7.
I'd give him a 7 as well. Only just because Like
he won the penalty.
He won the penalty, which is obviously like
two penalties in a row.
It's a big contribution. It's a big contribution that he's made, and also he does occupy players
always
because he's quick. Like you can't rest. Like he'd be quiet for 85 minutes, and then he's just off.
Because even at the point where he won the penalty, nothing was really going on. But he just picked it up in a position in the final third, went at Alonso before you know it, Pen. Do you know what I'm saying? So I rate that, man. And you know what? I know we have to judge players on their performances, but I do with Daniel James because he's come from the Championship, 15 million, big gamble. I just think he's done really well considering. I'm not blowing him out of proportion, but considering where he's come from and how much we've had to rely on him to give us a spark, even if it's in moments, I like that from the kid, man. I do like that. So 7, yeah? Yeah. 7. Rashford,
8. 8 because he scored 2 goals. Only because I can't give him a 9 because I think that McTominay was like head and shoulders above everyone today.
But he still has 2 goals.
He has 2 goals, but I can't give him a 9.
And it's a stanchion free kick that he don't normally do. I'd give him a 9 just for that.
Yeah, it was moments, innit? It was moments. It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
I'm going to go 9, bro. Like, you're going 8.
I honestly think, and apart from Ronaldo's Portsmouth free kick, I think that's the best free kick that I've seen. Bruv, like in a red shirt, fam.
9.
And Bex has scored some
Come on, give him a 9. Give him a 9, man.
Listen, Flex.
He got us 2 goals away at Stamford Bridge. Give him a 9.
Flex.
I'm not saying he had an amazing game, but those 2 moments were important.
I wouldn't be me.
He just missed the penalty.
I wouldn't be me though, I wouldn't be staying true to myself if I gave man a 9, like in terms overall. Bruv, in terms of match contribution, he should get a 10. But the thing is, I just think that McTominay was our best player today. I honestly do.
That's true.
Like,
it's so hard. So I want to give Rashford 9.
Man can't give halves, blood.
No, you can't.
So it's one of them ones. So that means if Rashford gets a 9, then Scott gets a 10, and we can't give 10s. Do you see what I mean?
Well, Saeed does.
So I have to say 8, only based on the fact that I think that Scott. I have to differentiate between Scott.
Okay,
and
to give a clear winner.
Unless man can give Rashford a low 9 and give Scott a high 9.
That's what you've done. You've done like high fade, low fade, quarter fade, 1 on top, 2 on top, like bare different hairstyles and that.
Clear, that even though he scored 2 goals, just like Daniel James, I thought there was a lot of times in the game where they were nowhere. And you know what it is, I think that tactically, Oli ain't really got it right.
No, because they're not really running through the channels, receiving the balls.
When you're playing 2 strikers, you need one that likes to come short. Both of them like to go long. And because of that, there's long periods of the game they're not involved. That's the manager's
fault. And in midfield, we're not even really threading balls through that. We're not really playing like that.
There was loads of times when the midfield gets the ball, Rashford's first thing is to turn and just run. Because he used to Pogba lick it over, but we don't have no one to do that now. So because of that, them 2 together, the chemistry's not there. But Rashford moments, blood. Like that's what I mean. That's why I compare him to Nani, bruv.
I'm just getting
Nani would have them moments where like you would lose the ball like 8 times and then you'll do like a Cruyff turn and wrap it 30 yards with his left
bins foot. And he's doing flips running to the Stretford end.
Exactly, and that's what Rashford reminds me
I'm going to give him a 9 just because I've seen him take so many free kicks and it be nowhere near. I literally said to you, when you said it's going top bins, I said, nah, Rance, I'm here ready to catch it. I'm going to catch it. And look how high up we was. So I'm giving him a 9 just off that.
I'm not even going to argue, bro. We'll give Rashford a 9 today. Because you know what? I'm happy for him. And the thing is, I actually like him, bro. That's what.
Because people think you don't.
People think I don't like, bro. I really like him, bro. There's nothing to dislike about him, bro. Like he's mank. Do you know what I'm saying? He works hard.
And he does have a good attitude.
He does have it, bro. He tries. But my thing is, I just feel like he ain't being coached properly, bro. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I genuinely feel like that. I feel like he's not being managed properly because, like, yes, he's got loads of weaknesses, but I feel like his strengths are not utilised enough.
Yeah, especially in the squad that we have right now.
Do you know what I mean?
So a 9. We got there in the end. A 9 in the end. Let's look at the subs. Martial, difficult game to come into. He didn't really. He came in, drove in, tried to curl a shot into the top bins.
Glimpses of quality.
Was he long enough to get a 6 or was that a 5?
Nah, it was a 6. It has to be a 6, bro. Remember that little run that he made down the line and then he tried to put it in the top corner? And I mean, like, only he can do that. Man, he was on the paint, bro.
But then there was another time where he had it and he should have released it. I would just give him a 5.
Nah, I think that everyone gets 6s today, bro.
Okay, because we won.
We won, innit? Like, at the end of the day, it wasn't a great performance, but you know what, like, fuck. If I was being super realistic, bro, I could have pulled bare negatives out of today, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, you have to, in the context of which we'll talk about in a minute.
The fact that we won again at Stamford Bridge and we never win here, bro. And now I ain't
Oli
lost
masterclass then.
That was a Jose masterclass. That's what that is.
Well, we got pumped here with Jose. Like, Solskjaer's come here twice and won.
Oh shit, that was the Solskjaer one that we won.
Well, the one with Jose is when we drew 2-2, and then before that we got pumped. We've come here twice with Solskjaer,
It was a Jose performance, though. It was a Jose performance. It was literally a Porto Man United. Keeper spills the free kick and then we're out, and then Porto win the Champions League.
2-2, bruv.
Yeah, but
100% record here.
He's still.
The other subs, let's say Andreas Pereira.
Just give him a 6, innit? Fuck it.
Yeah, just give the rest of the subs.
It.
Yeah, and Ashley Young.
Because they saw it out, and Ashley, give him a 6 as well.
Ashley Young came
just for the dive, blood. That was quality. You got to come straight on, and he just dinks it and runs into man.
Does it,
over, bruv. He does it. But you know what? He wins free kicks most of the time.
Yeah, he does.
He's a proper professional.
Yeah,
like he's the kind of guy, yeah. When you're young, yeah, and you're on the pitch, and that guy's holding your shirt and stepping on your foot. That's Ashley Young, bruv. Yeah. Like, you old man you out the game, innit? Like, and that's what he is. He gives you that. He's a stinker, bruv. But he's our guy, man.
I think we've covered everyone. Lastly, Solskjaer, what rating would you give him? I'll give him a 7.
I'll give him a 7 because I believe that he's too reactionary. Like, the changes that he made, if he made it, because, bruv, it was only a formation change, really. Like, Chelsea were all over us, and we said the goal's coming. We knew it. Make the change before they scored the goal and take the impetus back, bruv. Solskjaer always
when they
waits.
scored... And we went to the 4-3-3 when he had brought on Martial and went Rashford, James, Martial, like against Norwich. You could see, and Pereira came on. We just seemed different straight away.
Because it's more positive.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you switch, to a 4-2-3-1, it tells the players that we're attacking. We're going for this. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? 5 at the back, like, instinctively, especially the way we play it, tells the players, all right, cool, we're here to contain, innit? Yeah. So as soon as we change the mindset, because it was only one player, really, but the mindset is what changed. And Ollie should have done that. As soon as we were under pressure and he saw Chelsea were being positive, we should have said, fuck it. We're not going to sit back and let them get back into this. We're going to go after them. And he waited till we conceded. And luckily, Rashford scored a worldie. Absolute worldie.
Listen, to finish off, like Rance said, we could have taken little negatives out of it. There are some of you guys are going to be going 35% possession, no shots on target from open play, etc. Similar themes. However, it is important to celebrate the fact that that's 3 away wins now on the bounce. The performances might not have been there by Norwich, but it is 3 away wins on the bounce. And we go into Bournemouth with confidence, more importantly. And still, the bigger game is Bournemouth. If you ask me to swap this with the Bournemouth game, I would take it all day. I want to win that Bournemouth game because it would mean nothing winning against Norwich if we don't go and get a positive result. Absolutely. Win against Bournemouth. Bournemouth not their sparkling best at the moment, so maybe a good moment to go there. And I want to see us go for the throat again with the 3 up front, Martial, James, Rashford, and go for it.
Absolutely. That's what I want to see away from home. Like, them guys do play football, so they will give us a chance. They will give us a chance. Whether we take that chance, it's completely up to Ollie and how he decides to set up the team. But there's no doubt, like, the players are going to be a lot more confident. Rashford will be confident because, to be fair, if we're honest, I think for the last 18 months he's been poor. So hopefully this is a bit of this is a bit of confidence, a bit of momentum for him. Hopefully he bags again on the weekend, bruv.
Because make what you want of it. He scored against Norwich, even though he missed penalty. He scored 2 here today.
The guy's got the number 10 on his back here. We're going to have to rely on this guy for the coming years, innit? So, I just want him to fucking do well, bruv. Like, I just want him to do well. I know he's going to annoy me because he's that kind of player, but bruv, keep putting in 2 out of 10 performances if you're scoring. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, that's the player ratings. Let us know whether you agree or disagree with what me and Rance has said. Drop your views and comments in the boxes below, and we will see you guys at Bournemouth, hopefully with another straight away win. What would that be? That would be 4 on the bounce.
Yeah, we're getting excited now. Like, let's just deal with these men,
and it's Oxford next in the Carabao Cup,
home,
right?
Yeah.
Surely, I mean, we got taken to penalties by Rochdale, but that's a bit different. Surely, we should deal with Oxford. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.